Hello scrapbookers, this is Megan and I am back today with a new cut to you cut file layout. So for this one I am using the Craft a Happy's Life cut file, and this was from back in July, which was the first month that I was on the design team. And there are so many amazing cut files that I don't get to use them all every single month. So it's kind of been nice the last month to go back and look at old cut files and decide to use those. Not that the new cut files and the new releases aren't amazing, but it is fun to kind of go backwards in time and see the old stuff. So if you want to purchase this cut file, I will leave the link below to the specific cut file and also to the shop. So as you can see, I kind of changed up the title. So the photo is of me cleaning and reorganizing my scrap room. And I actually have, I think, 3 or 4 photos total. And I was planning on doing all 4 of these photos, but then I decided that this one with my actual, like the purple wall in my room and everything, in my desk looking all messy, like that one kind of explained what was going on the most out of all of them. And so I decided that this was going to be the focus photo, and then I'm gonna do probably like a 9x12 or 6x12 or something like that pocket page to the right of this layout, and then those photos will explain, oh, so she was organizing, and that is what the life of a crafter is. So my title, instead of Craft a Happy Life, is going to be Life of a Crafter. And I thought that that worked a lot better because it is kind of showing that a crafter can never keep things, at least for me, I can never keep things the same for more than like a few months. And I'm always changing something up. And we had moved into this house in 2016. And this was a year later. I decided I didn't like the setup of my room, and so I was reorganizing everything. So that's kind of what this layout is about. And I wanted to kind of show you that you can take the cut files in the shop and make them work for you. So this cut file comes with the title and then also that cute little paint jar with the paint brushes in it. And I decided to use the alpha, and I cut out an extra E and an extra R, and that is, it just works out so awesome for my title, and just like I said, works out better than Craft a Happy Life. Craft a Happy Life would have worked just totally fine, but this kind of explains the situation a little bit better. So here I am pulling out a few different alphas from my stash. At first I was thinking this black one, but it just didn't, it stood out too much. I don't know how to explain it. I wanted something to be a little bit quieter because it is the words that I wanted you to focus on. Sorry, I can't really speak. I've been awake since 3:45 this morning, so yeah, that's my life. I'm a little tired, but I wanted the words life and crafter to just pop off of the page. And so I decided to go with these Paige Evans, the really teeny tiny alpha for the words of and a, and that worked out so awesome. Now I'm going to start gluing everything down, and then I'm going to decide to rip the whole layout up, which made me really sad because I do love this background, but I just wasn't feeling it. And I don't even remember why I decided that I didn't like it, but I glue all of this down using my wet glue, my liquid glue, and then I decide, nope, I'm not liking it, so I rip it up and I put it on a different background. Okay, so here we are, and I have decided to use this very, very bold pattern paper. And I know that it's too much, and I need something to go to kind of minimize the boldness, if you understand. Like, I love the bold pattern, but it's just not me to put it on that bold of a background. It just doesn't pop off the page. If that's your style, that's totally awesome. It's just, it wasn't me. So I'm looking in my stash to kind of find a piece of pattern paper that would go along really well with my photo and also this background. So here I am thinking maybe I will use that gray lightly patterned paper, but I have a huge circle cut out of it. So I went to the same paper pad, which is a Michaels paper pad, and it's from Craftsmart, and it was just a hot buy from the summertime. I split the pack or the paper pad with my bestie when she came to visit me back in September, and I really, really like how this turns out. So I pulled out a piece of paper, a pattern paper, that was kind of a frame. It had a frame around the border. So I decided to cut the frame part off and just use the inside. That was just a nice, very pretty, subtle, light gray background. So here I'm just going to glue it down to the background, and I absolutely love it. Love it, love it. Now I'm going to glue down the photo. And I knew that I wanted to have the same kind of setup that I had on the very first page. I really liked the title being above the photo. And I also knew that I needed to have 2 or 3 other embellishment clusters. So here I'm going to put down the title once again. And then I will start making the clusters. Here I am pulling in the words of and a to finish off my title. I have already glued down the other words in the title. And then now here I decided to cut off the bottom strip and then add it to my layout. It's not oftentimes that you use the branding strip on the same layout, right? So I thought this was super fun. It just has a bunch of different words on it. Beautiful, one of a kind, just a lot of words that totally fit with my craft room. I am going to cut off the bottom of that tag and put that up at the top and kind of keep that tag theme going. Then I'm going to glue down this branding strip and bring in a third cluster in the, I believe, the top right hand corner. So here I kind of screw up a little bit. I stamped the date on that purple tag, but then on the cut file, I thought it would be kind of cool to stamp a few words on there. Yeah, it didn't work out. So now I'm going through all of my little embellishments and things and trying to figure out what I can do to cover up my huge mess. I was so frustrated with myself. So I'm trying out wood veneer, flowers, and bows, and then I'm going to try stickers, and I actually settled on a few stickers from this Meggy Holmes sticker book, which I got at Tuesday Morning for like $5, I think. So cheap, when originally I think they're like 10 to 15 bucks at Michael's. Okay, now here you can see I'm just adding the flowers to each one of the 3 clusters, and that is going to be it for this layout. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you check out the shop. I will have all the links below. Bye!